Bro starts to dribble, 1 nutmeg.
He needs some
Nope,
milk.
make that 2 nutmegs. Nah, make that 3 nutmegs.
You're a victim.
But guess what? There's one more person who's not guarded, sneaking around the corner at the back post. Who is it? It can't be Barrow, because Kunigami and Rayo have his shit clamped up like a block stick. Isagi makes a 3rd man run in behind Chigiri, turns around to Barrow and says, "Give me the ball," and literally bitches Barrow into submission.
Can't you do? I can do it. I can do anything.
Jury and all fans of anime, we are gathered here to speak about Blue Lock. More than that, we are here to promote Blue Lock. We are here to put Blue Lock on the map. You see, I am currently anime only, and from what I saw in that first season, this anime is the real deal. Blue Lock has so much to offer, and I believe a lot more people need to watch it. So, here we are. Could Blue Lock please get to the stand? Could Blue Lock please get to the stand? Ego, could you plead the case we are fighting today? To the jeerers and the watchers of anime, I am disappointed at the lack of acknowledgement Blue Lock has received. Especially as someone that values ego and arrogance. But I was so disappointed. My first name is Ego, so you can see why I wanted more. I wanted much more, so much more. I wanted merch. I wanted movies. I wanted sponsorships. Adverts. All straight out of the gate. But you say to me, let me give it time. I say to hell with your time. We stood out amongst the full anime, but nobody talks about us anymore. Blue Lock captured football fans' hearts, captivated their hearts, showed that there is passion in football, passion in this sport that we all love. And yet who speaks about us? We are but a forgotten memory, a dream even. And my ego can't handle that. My arrogance can't handle that. I must win. I must win the awards. I must win the trophies. I must win in everything that I do. You see, now that is my egotistical style of play. That is also why I asked Nez to tell you why you should watch Blue Lock Season 1. So listen good and listen closely. These are the rules and these are the 5 parameters I'm going to be speaking on. Number 1, the story so far. Just a note, this won't be a breakdown of the entire story in season 1, as that could be a video of its own, but I will be reviewing what we got as a whole. So I won't be talking about major plot points, but I will be speaking at its core what Blue Lock is about. Number 2, the protagonist. This is the main character of the show. You know, the whole reason we want to watch the show in the first place. Is he a bum? Is he a goat? Simple. Number 3, this is the supporting cast. Everybody else. Number 4, the visuals. Is it nice looking? How's the animation? Is it a sight for sore eyes or absolutely heavenly? finally, number 5, which is my honest and genuine thoughts. Remember, and I can't stress this enough, this is my opinion and my opinion alone. But however, feel free to discuss in the comments below and argue with each other. This is your one and only warning for spoilers. Obviously, since I'm going to be reviewing the anime, but you know, the whole point of this video is to get you to watch it, so I'm only going to reveal certain points without revealing context. You understand? Before the show begins, I would really appreciate it if everyone who sees this video likes it and shares this video. I'm currently sleeping on my mum's couch and would really like to move out. Thanks, yeah? Also, comment who your favourite baller is in Blue Lock. If you've already watched it, I'll be saying my favourite later on in the video. Remember, it would mean a lot to me as this video has taken so much for me to put together, so I would appreciate any like, any comments or any shares. Thanks once again in advance. Now, with that being said, in short, Blue Lock is a story aimed at finding the best young striker that will take Japan to a World Cup. You see, it's a striker creator of some sort, or more so an egotistical striker creator. So all the best young strikers from the whole of Japan are gunning for that #1 spot. You see, the Blue Lock will have everyone living under the same roof, and you know what? I don't want to bore you already, so Ego, take it away.
It's simple, really. In order to outstrip the rest of the world, Japanese soccer requires just one thing, and that is the birth of a revolutionary striker. I'll be performing an experiment to turn one of you 300 into the single best striker in the world. Here, at this facility, Blue Lock. Starting today, you will live there together and undergo the specialized training I've devised to transform you. You won't be allowed to go home, and your previous soccer careers will be a mere memory.
You see, people of the court, Blue Lock isn't your standard sports anime. You know, like the Haikyuus, the Kuroko no Baskets, and all the other classic sports animes that we've all come to watch and love, because it's so different to your standard sports anime. You know, the pro tag is new in school or in town trope, or is either completely blessed with natural talent or a complete bum trope. It's either or, never an in-between. He either joins the school team, this could be the football team, the basketball team, the volleyball team, because he either has dreams to be the best at the sport, or because, once again, of his natural talent, is forced to play that sport in school. Yes, I know. That being said, not every sports anime goes like this, but when I say that Blue Lock completely flips the entire script and you don't see it coming. From the get-go, the rules are set. Only the best survive. You either eat or be eaten, you dominate or be dominated. If you're a bum, you're going home. If you can't score, you're going home. If you can't shoot, you're going home. If you don't ball out, you're going home. You see, I like this a lot because it kind of levels the playing field and forces our pro tag to, you know, value hard work, you know, without handouts or plot armor. Like, the show literally goes so far to the point where Ego literally spits on those same famous anime tropes, like, you know, believing in friendship and, you know, bonds forged in war.
Believe it!
And that's hilariously what grabbed me. It's like Kaneshiro actually cares about writing a gripping story first, you know, before the superpowers and plot armors and yeah, give me all of that. Everyone is on go, and you won't know what I mean until you give it a go yourself. You don't believe me? Ego, take it away again.
What is soccer? Is it about 11 players working together? The bonds that you form? Self-sacrifice? Fighting for your teammates? That kind of thinking is why this country's game has remained weak. I'll tell you the right answer. Soccer is about one thing. Scoring more goals than your opponent does. Whoever scores the most is the best. End of story. If you just want a fun game with your pals, then lock off. You're either the best there is or you're trash.
You're either the best or you're trash. I should put it on the t-shirt.
Got it. Instead of assisting my teammates to win 1-0, it feels better to pull off a hat trick and lose 3-4. This direct quote from Noel Noah, who beat out Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to win the Ballon d'Or, tells us how highly the world's best striker values your precious teamwork. That's what Japanese soccer is lacking. It's sad but true. You can't possibly become the world's best striker unless you're also the world's biggest egoist.
You can't be the best striker if you aren't the biggest egoist. Remember that. You'll need that later on in this video.
The things this guy is saying.
Which is why we're all here. So I can create a player who has what it takes.
They can't be right.
Someone who will climb atop 299 corpses. A solitary hero.
I can't do it. I'm no one. I've achieved nothing.
Picture the scene. You've made it all the way to the World Cup final. 80,000 people in the stands. You down on the field. The score is 0-0 in the second half of extra time. It's the last play. With a pass from your teammate, you're through the defense. You against the goalkeeper. 6 meters to the right is your teammate. If you pass, your team's guaranteed to score a goal. The championships, the hope of a nation, they're all riding on you. Only an insane egoist could take that shot without a second's hesitation. Now pass through and be transformed. Discard your common sense. Remember, out there on the field, you're the star.
This is the opposite of everything I've been taught.
Nothing should bring you more joy than your own goals. Live only for that glorious moment. And if you can't, then you're no striker at all.
Now, if ego speech alone didn't grip you, especially if you already are a football fan, maybe Blue Lock just isn't for you, and that's perfectly fine, that's perfectly fair. If you could leave a like on the video and I'll see you later. But for the rest of you guys that see what I see, honestly, you are in for a trip. Moving on swiftly though, could Isagi Yoichi head to the stand please? Could Isagi Yoichi head to the stand please? Isagi big cojones fucking Yoichi might just be one of the most OJ gangster sports anime pro tags in the fucking game. OG means on job, by the way. Don't fuck with him or his football, or he will bring you down to your knees. To the court, I bring my first piece of evidence and I title it, The King Becomes the Donkey.
Did this guy just use me to score the goal himself?
You know, it's made this for her.
This is Barrow. Barrow is a bitch. And doesn't like to pass the ball because he is a top striker and everyone else on the pitch plays to put him through on goal, so he refuses to pass to anybody else. You see, this reaches a boiling point when Barrow starts to play quote unquote, his football, ignoring Nagi and Isagi and not passing to them when they are open and through on goal on multiple different occasions, mind you. Let me give you an example. When Isagi, Barrow and Nagi are losing and Barrow is so prideful that he'd rather get dispossessed than play in Isagi, who's clearly through on goal. Isagi took this personally. Isagi checked bro like saying, we're all trying to win. Can you stop being a bitch? Come and see the audacity from this guy saying totally fine by me if we lose. We only score with my goals. I win how I please. Can you imagine this shit? No. Imagine losing 3-1, yeah, and one of your teammates lets their ego get ahead of the team. Like, anime or not, real life or not, my head will get hot if I had a teammate like that. But swiftly moving on, Nagi and Isagi had enough, and you know what? Did an old bait and switch. Alright, cool. Let me set the scene. Look at this build-up play. They are 3-1 down and need to get back in the game. It's their kickoff. Isagi's building up play and starting a strong drive towards Barrow's side, giving everyone else a false sense of security that he will pass to Barrow. Isagi does the old bait and switch and uses Barrow as a decoy, zooms it to Nagi, who did. You gotta be seeing this, right? What even is this? Some acrobatic a ballerina in a zoom? What even is this? No, pause. No, wait, pause. Are you seeing this? Is this even realistic? How can a human contort their body like this? Who is he? Mr. Fantastic. I had to stop my whole spiel, yeah, just to speak about it. Like, bruh, it's not even football at this point. Send that nigga to the Olympics. I guarantee he wins a gold in acrobatics. But I digress. Moving on. So, Nagi, he's brought it down. He looks up for options. His presence has drawn two defenders' attention. But guess what? There's one more person who's not guarded, sneaking around the corner at the back post. Who is it? It can't be Barrow, because Kunigami and Ryo have his shit clamped up like a block thick. Who is it? Of course, it's Isagi, Big Koene's Yoichi, once again using the bait and switch, using Barrow as bait once again. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at the stress on Barrow's face. Bro don't even know what's going on. He's still fighting Kunigami's extreme clamps on half. And right before he scores, he says, and I quote,
You need to become the light. Watch me, Bottle. This is how I adapt your style. You brought darkness to this field, so I'll devour it.
Whoa, pause.
And turn it into light!
Yeah! Oh my fucking days. Ain't that the hyper shit you heard, huh? That's fucking tough. Tough with two F's. Now come look at this Barrow guy. Standing there like bread, talking about some.
Did this guy just use me?
Yeah, bro. He used you like a dirty rag, and he will do it again. And for the cherry on top, after using him like a dirty cum tower, says to Barrow,
You just keep playing the way you are, and don't drag us down. I'm telling you that you better not get in our way, donkey.
Who is he calling donkey? I'll kill him.
I don't think you get how OJ Isagi really is. Like, bruh is a dog. A dog. Look at Barrow's face. He's completely shattered. Talking about some.
I'm just gonna have to prove it. There's only one king on this field, and it's me.
There's a new king now, bruh. You're probably thinking right now, Nez, when are you gonna get to Isagi bringing Barrow to his knees? And my only rebuttal to that is pause. That's wild. Why would you want to see one man bring another man to his knees? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause. Once again. But more so than that, what, you don't trust me? We getting there, man. You know I got y'all. I just gotta give a little bit of context, you know what I'm saying? I gotta set the scene, you know, so you understand and you follow, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I digress. We fast forward a bit. Now, Barrow actually does some good defensive work and intercepts the pass all by himself, but Barrow is still on his bullshit, not trying to pass, literally trying to handle two people, just because of his ego and arrogance alone. Big cojones Isagi saw straight through this. He knew Barrow gon' be on that same ball. Picked up the loose ball from Barrow's battle with, once again, you guessed it, Kunigami and Ryo driving towards goal with the ball. Chigiri thought he did something by pressing Isagi. He forgot one crucial thing. Isagi is press resistant. Isagi is on that Kovacic, you know, that Thiago Alcantara. And a simple chip pass over Chigiri puts Nagi through on goal, and Nagi smashes it top bins to equalise and make it 3-3. Now we getting stuck in. Fast forward a bit more, Chigiri goes on a solo run and scores to make it 4-3, but ain't nobody care about that nigga anyways. Besides, this part is about Isagi and only Isagi, so yeah. Where was I? Cool, it's 4-3, and here we go. Once again, Barrow is back on his ball. Hey bruh, he really is a consistent egoist, isn't he? Like, Ego must have been salivating at the mouth when he signed Barrow on. Yeah, I did. He's the ideal egoist. He is the embodiment of egoism. The ideal candidate. Yeah, he is. Shut up. Ego, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you, little nigga. Aww. Hey, furthermore, somebody get a nigga out of this court. Moving on. It's 4-3. They're currently losing. If the opponent scores one more, it's wraps. It's game over. It's their kickoff. And this man Barrow runs straight up to the ball and launches a long shot. That, to be fair to him, was actually pretty close, beating the keeper but also hitting the post. Hey, I ran accidentally. Haha. Bruh, carrying on. There's a battle for the loose ball. After the ball hits the post, the ball falls right to Barrow. You already know, Barrow has straight tunnel vision and starts pressing towards goal. You know, he's trying to get into his hot zone to shoot his mid-range shot. But Chigiri is on his heels and he got them burners like leader, like, my god. And now we're getting to the part where Isagi brings Barrow to his knees. Pause. So, Barrow is literally one step away from his ideal zone to shoot. And Chigiri has him contested. Barrow is basically 100% smothered. Isagi makes a third man run in behind Chigiri, turns around to Barrow and says, "Give me the ball," and literally bitches Barrow into submission. Nah. I'm not playing with you guys. Literally forces him to pass the ball. You know what? That doesn't even do justice. Roll the clip.
What do I do? Shoot when I'm out of range? It's not fair! My ideal zone is right there. Just one step away! I won't make it.
I'm waiting. Pass. That was a nice pass, donkey. Do me a favor and stay out of my way so I can score.
Look at the pain in Barrow's eyes. You can't tell me Isagi Big Cojones Yoichi ain't one of the most OJ pro tags in the game. Look at this, he's literally shattered his whole world and ideals. How can bro say? How can bro say?
Is this what defeat feels like? That pass I made, it wasn't my choice. It was forced out of me. In that moment, I was defeated by Yoichi Isagi.
What kind of bitch made shit is that? In that moment, Isagi made him a literal bitch. I'm finished. No. Isagi bitched him so bad, it sent him to... Nah, Isagi bitched him so bad, it sent him into a flashback of his entire life. It sent him into a flashback of his entire life story. Yo, do you know what kind of vile that is? To be bitched so hard, you see your entire life flash before your eyes. Yo, Isagi broke his egoist spirit. And that is how the king fell to his knees and became the donkey. Okay, so, jury, that was my first piece of evidence. This is what I'm here fighting for. That scene is literally just one episode and is only a smidge of what Blue Lock really offers. Now, I could speak about Isagi for days on end, about him being such a good protagonist, so well written, and a protagonist that you can get behind and support. And if you watch Blue Lock, you will see that I guarantee it, you won't be disappointed. But we haven't got all day, I can't just stick to him alone, so we're going to move on to my next piece of evidence, the supporting cast. Supporting cast is really what makes the show for me. Like, you get outlandish characters like Barrow, but trust me when I say each character that they introduce is just as outlandish or even more outlandish as the next that you meet. You already know a bit about Barrow, but I am not joking when I say from the literal first moment you meet him, he's exactly like that. Like, bro is as arrogant as they come from day one. No, scratch that. Day zero. Calling everyone donkeys, calling people peasants, and any other demeaning words you can think of. Like, look here. Bro is the self-proclaimed king. Yes, the self-proclaimed king of the court, king of the pitch, king of football itself, literally and metaphorically. The king who believes that shit on a devastatingly down bad level. Here's his response when Isagi asks him what he wants for them to succeed.
So tell me, what do you need to succeed?
You only exist to help me score goals. That's it, the end.
Sure, you say that, but that mindset is why you lost to us, remember? Just for a minute. Think about what helping your teammates could do.
You're making no sense. I would have trampled you that match if Shorty had been smart and followed my orders.
Yeah, but you did lose. You might be able to score points by yourself, but that isn't going to help out the team.
Who cares? Goals are how I win. I'm not about to change my rules. You know what? If you were really about that whole teamwork thing, then you would have picked that pint-sized loser instead of me. But you didn't.
Man, you're thick! Yeah, no.
The thing about Barrow is he genuinely believes that shit and his ego gets in his way. Like, his elitist thinking almost cost Isagi and Nagi and others later on in the show. Like, bro does not know what a pass is to a teammate. Like, I mean that. fate of the world in his hands. Aliens raining bombs, lasers, probing all of us. I promise you, that nigga ain't passing shit. He'd rather see the whole world burn. If it means he has to pass and assist someone else. One thing that is weird though about Barrow is he's a clean freak and harasses everyone else about being messy when they are in their dorms and stuff, which is kind of interesting because he's just as meticulous about football as he is meticulous about everything else. But hey man, fuck Barrow, it's Barrow K over here. But another standout support character is Meguru Ronaldinho Joga Bonito Bachira. Hey, yo, Bachira is the embodiment of Joga Bonito, you know, that favela Brazilian style of football. Like when I'm watching Bachira, I felt like I was watching Ronaldinho at Barca, low key. Like bro is a serial assister and a serial dribbler. Like look at the shit I'm seeing. And later on in the anime, close to the final parts of season 1, Bachira has like an awakening of some sorts. Like I don't want to get into the reasoning for this awakening as that is too much to spoil even for me, as that is a major plot point, but this is Bachira as his best. He kinda overcame his limits and look at the shit he comes up with. Bro starts to dribble 1 nutmeg. Nope, make that 2 nutmegs. No, made that 3 nutmegs.
You're a victim.
Hey, I'm a big fan of football. Like I've been following football since like 05. I ain't seen the best dribblers hit a triple nutmeg like this, bruh. That shit is wild. But he wasn't even done there. Bachira put it into overdrive. Look what he does next. After the 3rd nutmeg, he drives towards goal and the opposition finally catches up to him and they all guard him as they believe he's trying to go on a solo run. You really cannot guess what Bachira does next. You know what? Actually, I'll give you a challenge. £5 for the person who hasn't watched the series, obviously. Guess what he does next. I'll give you time to think about it. When you got your answer, lock it in the comments. Cool. You done? Look at this shit, bruh. Bro literally clutched a 3v1. How you clutch a 3v? Isagi, how you let him clutch a 3v1 after I bigged you up so much? But I'll leave it there and hope that cliffhanger is enough to make you want to go and watch and actually see what happens next. The real point here is Bachira is a demon. What's actually kind of intriguing about Bachira is that this isn't his normal personality, and I don't want to spoil it, but I do urge you to go and watch it so you can see his growth from then till now. See, now I can be here for days breaking down all of the intriguing, outlandish characters Blue Lock has to offer, but that's not the point of this video. Like I said in the intro, this is not an explained video where I break down each character and what they add to the plot. This is only a review. I only want to salivate your appetite. I want you to finish my video and feel as though you have to go and watch Blue Lock yourself. If you don't feel as though that is the case, I feel like I failed. If you do, I feel as though this video has achieved exactly what it was meant to. So I will keep it short. Onto the visuals. See, this is the part that's going to be much shorter than the other parts, but Blue Lock is a very good looking anime, adapting facial expressions, borderline like the manga counterparts, colours are always popping on exactly like you expect them to look. you know what, I don't think there was ever a time where I thought to myself, you know, this could have been done better, or this could have been ironed out here. You know, shit like that. You know, sometimes you see it and you're like, they could have done better. Never had anything like that with Blue Lock. Blue Lock actually is the complete package, and actually could be like the gateway anime into sports animes. But I'll leave it there. Now, onto what might be the most important part of this entire video. My thoughts. Personally, if you didn't already like infer that or guess it from the way I've spoke about this anime, I like Blue Lock a lot. And I feel like Blue Lock deserved a bigger reception than what it first got when it was initially introduced. I'm so surprised that so much more people didn't jump on the Blue Lock bandwagon, like, and that's not to say like people didn't watch it and, you know, blow up, but I just know, like, I thought it was like, you know, like a manga defining anime, like, you know, like one of those like that blows, like that's what I expected, and it never got that, so hence why here we are. Like, Blue Lock is a very good anime, and I don't want to give it a straight 10 because I don't believe anything is ever, you know, fully perfect, but for a sports anime that wasn't really pushed like that, without no like advertisements or marketing, the anime is very, very good for its quality. From its visually pleasing style, raw action scenes, which is so bizarre because it's an anime about football, but I digress. But it just works. Like, I've never understood how animes can be so dramatic, but I already learned that lesson from like Haikyuu. All you need is a top quality protag with valid reasons to achieve their aspirations, a high quality supporting cast who are all individual and have their own personal reasons and aspirations for, and you have a banger of an anime. Oh, and of course a very top quality animation team from 8-Bit who were behind that time I was reincarnated as Slime actually. Nonetheless, a top protag, a top supporting cast, a top anime. For me, Blue Lock Season 1 is a high 9 out of 10, and I can't wait for Season 2. No spoilers please, manga onlys. I know how you get. Also, as promised, my favourite character in the show is actually two characters, Isagi and Bachira respectively. Those two got football chemistry like Brian, Robin and Ribery. But yeah, humble people of the jury, this is my case. Hopefully I fought it well. Like I said, I only wanted to make this video because I genuinely felt like Blue Lock deserved much more attention than it got. That's honestly it. Now, don't misunderstand, I'm not saying that it bombed or it was a bust, but I'm just saying that, you know, there's some animes that just deserve to blow. They just deserve it, and you know what, it just didn't like that. But trust me, episode 1 is the marker. If you watch episode 1 and aren't feeling it, it's not for you. Drop it and keep it stepping. Most people will be grabbed in the first 10 minutes, so trust me, you will enjoy it if you do enjoy it. So with that being said, thanks for watching all the way to the video and hearing this. I would really appreciate a like and sub. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Like I said initially, I currently live with my mum and I am trying to move out, so help a brother out and like and subscribe please. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate. It's been a pleasure entertaining you, but next time we'll be speaking about another hidden gem, Mashle Magic and Muscle. If you need it and you want it, you can get it ASAP if you get me 100 likes, and I will drop it on your chests as soon as. Thanks for watching once again. Peace and be good people.